So essentially, when he tries to go for more, you know, and getting greedy like that, he may end up kind of hurting his own financial options. It's almost like one of those hockey players when they got a good shot, but they decide to make one extra fancy move and they get checked. They ask for too much, you know. They need to be more humble.
Okay, yes. That is a good analogy.
Okay, so I signed a 1-year lease. I'm in BC, obviously. 1-year lease contract. See, like at that time, all I knew is that you're not supposed to move until the lease is up. And I didn't want to move, I want to stay, because moving's hard.
في مقتل من مقاتلها وها هي أمريكا قد امتلأت رعبا من شمالها إلى جنوبها ومن شرقها إلى غربها.
I think we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty right now.
But just the other day, the landlord came down here, knocked on the door, said the lease is going to be over on May the 1st, so March, April, so 2 more months ahead of time, saying that we got to sign a new contract, and I wasn't familiar with ever having to do that before, and also that the rent, which is $1,450 here, he's going to increase to $1,600, which I told him immediately that's illegal.
जबड़ा बंद रख लड़की नहीं आना रख सके
के कही शिकायत को समझा है 25,000 में लड़की ना उठान कर छोड़ने का काम था मेरा आगे का काम है टेढ़ो और पैसे लगेंगे समझा समझा छोड़ ईद तक का हिसाब कर दे मेरा हिसाब कर मेरा ईद तक का
I've been told is, and I've read that first of all, obviously you can't go past 2%, that's $29. $1,450. The lease thing becomes month to month after. So we can stay or they can't force us to move. And that's what I know so far. I don't have to sign anything.
So, in regards to a fixed term tenancy, just because the fixed term portion of it ends doesn't mean the tenancy ends. So, moving forward, if you don't want to do anything, then the tenancy would then go into a month-to-month basis, and the original tenancy agreement would just move forward. If you and your landlord are in agreement for another fixed term portion, you can sign a new agreement, but it would still be a case of the rental or the rent amounts or rental increases would still apply because it's essentially the same tenants and the same unit. So it would just move forward of you could potentially sign for another fixed term if you chose, but again, he would be still tied to the same rental increase restrictions of the 2%.
Okay, what if, okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense, but like he's gonna try to sign the contract and get me to sign it at $1,600. Let's just say, hypothetical situation, I didn't know any rules, and I was just like, yeah, gee, sure, okay, and I signed it. Would I, in that case, would I be obligated to pay $1,600?
Just move on. I think you should move. They don't like it. Managers don't like this. So I've already called the tenancy. I've already talked to...
If I didn't know any better.
Yes.
And that happens probably a lot.
Well, I mean, if you're in agreement and you're signing a new tenancy agreement, and you just went with it, then I guess that could apply. If tenants are finding that they have paid an illegal rent increase, then they can either potentially take it off future rental amounts with a letter stating why they are doing so.
Okay.
Or alternatively, because if you aren't paying proper rent, there is the caution there that a landlord can potentially then provide you with a notice to end tenancy.
Today I am serving a homeowner with a notice or dispute resolution package. I'm nervous because I'm very new to this process. In my traditional homeland, India, there are many other quick, shortcut tactics for solving a residential tenancy dispute. Even extra frightening on this day is the fact I am serving this for my business associate, Mr. Two Shot. This man who lives here is the homeowner. He is a very bad man, accused of many crimes in India and Iran. He fled those places for a safer life here. He is a very bad man.
I'm serving this package on behalf of Derek and Humility from the Residential Tenancy. It's a legal documentation for what? Disputing it.
You have to take it for conference.
I don't want it any.
No, you have to take it. You have to take it.
The other option is if you, as a tenant, have felt that you're potentially having paid an illegal rent increase, you can apply to the Residential Tenancy Branch for dispute resolution if your landlord and yourself cannot come to an agreement.
Okay.
And then it would be up to an arbitrator to decide in regards to that.
Okay.
But as for your situation now, you can either not do anything and the tenancy would just go into a month-to-month basis, or alternatively, if you and your landlord can come to some sort of agreement on another fixed term portion, then it would just be a case of you would be agreeing to that.
Yeah, I don't want to do I don't want to do any contract. I just want to pay month to month from now. So the thing is, I know that the laws.
The option is available.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just I realize all that, and that's great that you tell me that. But just to clarify, this guy seems like he's trying to scam me, and I've seen things like this before, just a little different, of course.
You are not allowed to come upstairs. This is going to cost you $5,000.
It's gonna cost.
You don't.
What? In regards to contracts, and I think what's going to happen is when I tell him, like, okay, just one little interjection here. So you're saying if he tries to increase the rent to this $1,600, this huge amount, and I don't go for that, and I stay at the rent month to month, and he doesn't actually try to get the proper forms to do it by the 2%, I can actually go without any increase because he hasn't done the proper increase at all, right?
It's true. Landlord is required to give you 3 full months notice of the rent increase. It needs to be on the proper form, which is the RTB7 Notice of Rent Increase form.
Okay.
And
writing that down now.
The maximum allowable percentage for 2023 is 2%.
Okay, so essentially, when he tries to go for more, and getting greedy like that, he may end up kind of hurting his own financial options. It's almost like one of those hockey players when they got a good shot, but they decide to make one extra fancy move and they get checked. They ask for too much, They need to be more humble.
Okay, yes. That is a good analogy.
Well, I'm good with analogies.
Moving forward, you're not required to sign a new tenancy agreement. You can just, if you want, continue on with the tenancy agreement you have, and when your fixed term ends, it would just move on a month-to-month basis. If your landlord was wanting to do a rental increase, at least 12 months would need to have happened from the last rent increase, or 12 months from when the tenancy was established. He would need to provide the proper amount of notice, which is 3 months,